Hello, I'm Patrick Donahue and my colleague Nick Eyre. Thank you for joining us. Last week, we had an advisory roundtable with one of our portfolio companies, and to say the least, it was a very inspiring 90 minutes with a number of our advisors, what we like to also call ambassadors, and with one of our portfolio companies. And we thought we'd share some takeaways with you today so you can get some insights on the support mechanisms that we provide for our community. Nick, what was your biggest takeaway? What did you like about it?
What I really liked was the diversity of thought that occurred during the roundtable. We heard from 7 different ambassadors that shared their experiences with our portfolio company. And instead of having one person on a board or a couple people on a board, we had these people all specifically talking about marketing and what has worked best for them in the past. And I thought I know I learned a lot from the experience sharing, and I feel like our portfolio company learned a lot. And just the format of going around and experience sharing, you can gain so much from listening to what's worked for other people and latch on to what really resonates with you. Because if an idea, even if it's the best idea ever, doesn't resonate with you, it'll never get done in your business.
Right.
So this
Yeah.
allows for so many different thoughts to be able to be shared and find the thing that works for you and then go execute.
Yeah, and one of the things we did to make sure the insights were very diverse was to make sure that everybody had ample time to share their thoughts and opinions. One of the things I know when I've put together a number of advisory boards in the past and participated on them, unfortunately, you usually kind of get one of the alpha personalities that kind of dominates everything. And so we specifically and purposely made sure that we did roundtable style where everybody shared their insights and their experiences and did so in a timed manner so everybody had that voice. And it just seemed like it worked extremely well.
And it's worked well in the past we do roundtables as part of Empire Builders, our Empire Builder events. And
Right.
we do it with timers again, so everybody can share in the table, but allows attendees for Empire Builders to learn from other entrepreneurs, which is something that you can't find in a lot of other events, but also be able to network. Those
Right.
roundtables allow you to connect with those people because you're sharing those experiences. It's easy to talk about what you've already experienced. And then you can, after that conversation, get their card and see if maybe there's some way that you can work together. And that's part of what we're doing with our portfolio companies too, is they were able to network with these individuals, and maybe these individuals that have this expertise could help them with their marketing and growth strategy. And it's part of a win-win situation for us. We want to help our portfolio companies grow. They want to grow, and we have people that can maybe help. We try to make those connections and see where it goes from there. So it's just another technique that we really use to support the portfolio companies and use it as a differentiator for Hill Capital as compared to other sources of capital.
Yeah, and I've been doing this for a while, and what was mind blowing on this last advisory roundtable, again, I should quit being surprised at this, but it's always, it was like 70 minutes into a call, somebody was making like their fifth point, and it was like, oh, by the way, and I did this, and then A, B, C, and D, and then I was like, oh my gosh, that's like amazing, and was like the best golden nugget ever. And if we didn't have that format to respectfully give everybody time to share in the right format of what we like to call answering questions of essence to experience share, like that nugget would have never come out because the person that shared it didn't. To them, it was kind of like an afterthought. It was like, oh, by the way, there's this, and it was like, oh my gosh, that's like amazing and very spot on. And I don't think they fully appreciated how impactful that little nugget was, and it was just really super cool to see that.
Yep. No, it definitely gives people time to do those experience share. And I learned a lot and have some ideas on marketing and building brand awareness for Hill Capital. And, so it was a great use of time, and we look forward to continuing doing those. And if you have any interest in learning more about how the format works or how we do that, feel free to reach out and we'd walk you through it.
Yeah, exactly. And especially for business owners, entrepreneurs, you're welcome to our events. We want to make these things open. You can see how our community of Empire Builders works, but we're really here to support the broader community. We have a handful of portfolio companies, and that is growing. We have a couple of companies in underwriting right now, but we work really hard to support everybody in our community. So please reach out, and we're always happy to share insights and invite you to one of our events. So,
yeah, I think that's it. So, well, thank you for listening and hope you have a great rest of the week.